As we look out into the great expanse that is the universe, we wonder whether we will eventually be able to travel the vast distances of space and colonize the galaxy. Today I thought that we would look at 10 ways that we may colonize the galaxy, so grab yourself a drink and some snacks, and without further ado, let us begin. Number 10. Generational ships. Generational ships are a hypothetical concept for interstellar travel that involves building large spacecrafts that can support multiple generations of humans as they travel through space over long periods of time. The idea is that these ships could travel at sublight speeds for centuries or even over millennia, carrying human settlers to distant star systems where they could establish new colonies. The main advantage of generational ships is that they could allow for us to explore and colonize the galaxy, even if we can't achieve faster than light travel. With current technology, it would take thousands of years to reach even the nearest star system, making traditional manned spaceflights impractical for interstellar space. Generational ships could potentially solve the problem of maintaining a sustainable population on long space journeys. By allowing multiple generations of humans to be born and raised on the ship, the population could grow and adapt to the challenges of the journey. This could include developing new technologies to maintain life support systems, creating new social structures, and adapting to the challenges of living in a closed environment for extended periods of time. In addition to helping us colonize the galaxy, generational ships could also lead to new advances in such fields as artificial intelligence, psychology, and sociology, as we explore the challenges of creating self-sustaining societies on long space journeys. Generational ships represent an intriguing and terrifying possibility for interstellar travel and the colonization of other star systems. While there are still many technological and logistical challenges to overcome, the idea of sending humans on multi-generational journeys through space is an exciting prospect that could unlock new possibilities for the future of humanity. Number 9. Terraforming worlds. Terraforming is the process of deliberately modifying the environment of a planet, moon, or other celestial body to make it habitable for humans and other Earth-based life forms. The idea is to transform an inhospitable world into one that has a breathable atmosphere, water, and a comfortable climate which could support human settlements. Terraforming could potentially help us colonize the galaxy by making planets and moons that are currently uninhabitable into viable destinations for our human settlers. This would vastly increase the number of potential locations for human colonies beyond the few that currently exist. For example, Mars is often discussed as a target for terraforming, as it is close to Earth and has a number of features that make it a good candidate for such a process. If successful, terraforming Mars could create a new home for humans and provide a blueprint on how to transform other planets or moons into habitable environments. There are many challenges to terraforming, including the need for a source of water and suitable atmosphere, as well as the possibility of unforeseen consequences for the environment of the planet or moon. However, if these challenges can be overcome, terraforming could be a powerful tool for expanding humanity into the galaxy. In addition to terraforming, other approaches to colonizing the galaxy could include building habitats in space, developing self-sustaining space stations, or even genetically modifying humans to adapt to the harsh conditions of space. Each of these approaches has its own challenges, but together they offer a range of possibilities for humanity to expand beyond Earth into the wider universe. Number 8. Interstellar probes. Interstellar probes are unmanned spacecraft that are designed to travel the vast distances through space to explore and study other star systems. These probes could potentially help us colonize the galaxy by providing valuable information about potential destinations for humans. One potential use of interstellar probes would be to search for habitable planets or moons in other star systems by studying the composition of these planets and moons, as well as their orbit and atmosphere. We could determine whether they might be suitable for human habitation. This information could then be used to guide future efforts to explore and colonize those systems. Another use for interstellar probes would be to search for resources that could be used to support human settlements. For example, probes could search for sources of water or other raw materials that could be used to build habitats or fuel rockets. Perhaps the greatest potential of interstellar probes, however, lies in their ability to gather knowledge and insight about the universe beyond our solar system. As these probes journey through space, they can study everything from the composition of stars and planets to the behavior of black holes and other exotic phenomena. By gathering this information, we could gain a deeper understanding of the universe and our place in it. In short, interstellar probes are promising tools for exploring and colonizing the galaxy. With their help, we can boldly go where no one has gone before and pave the way for a new era of human exploration and discovery. So let's launch these probes and boldly seek out new worlds and civilizations, and may the Force be with us all as we journey forth into the great unknown. Number 7. Asteroid mining. Asteroid mining is the process of extracting valuable resources such as metals and minerals from asteroids that are found throughout the solar system. This approach could potentially help us colonize the galaxy by providing the raw materials necessary to build and sustain human habitats in space. A great advantage to asteroid mining is that it could provide a source of resources that are rare or difficult to find on Earth. For example, some asteroids are rich in platinum, which is valuable for its use in electronics and other high-tech industry. By mining these asteroids, we could obtain these resources without depleting the Earth's own supply. Asteroid mining could also help us establish a more self-sufficient infrastructure in space by developing the technology and expertise to mine asteroids. We could reduce our dependency on Earth for supplies and resources, and create a more sustainable system for supporting human settlements in space. Another benefit of asteroid mining is it could help us learn more about the history and composition of our solar system. By studying the materials found in the asteroids, we could gain new insight into how the solar system formed and evolved, and potentially discover new clues about the origins of life on Earth. Asteroid mining represents a promising approach to colonizing the galaxy and developing more sustainable infrastructure in space. With the right tools and expertise, we could tap into the vast resources of the cosmos and create a brighter future for humanity among the stars. So let's get ready to blast off and mine those space rocks, because the sky's the limit when it comes to the potential of asteroid mining. Number 6. Artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence has a potential major role to play in the colonization of the galaxy by providing new tools and technologies that can help us explore and settle new worlds. One way that AI can help is by improving our ability to design and build spacecraft that can travel longer distances and withstand the harsh conditions of space. By using AI to optimize spacecraft design, we could create more efficient and durable spacecraft that can travel farther and faster than ever before. AI could also play a key role in developing autonomous systems that can perform complex tasks without human intervention. For example, AI could be used to develop self-sustaining habitats that can support human life without the need for constant maintenance and oversight. Another area where AI can make a big impact is in data analysis. With the vast amounts of data that will be generated by space exploration missions, AI can help us sift through and make sense of all the information that we gather. This will be crucial for identifying potential colonization sites and making informed decisions about where to establish human colonies. AI could also help us gain a deeper understanding of the universe and our place within it by developing AI algorithms that can analyze the vast amounts of data from telescopes and other instruments. We could gain new insight into the mysteries of the cosmos and the origins of life itself. AI is a powerful tool for colonizing the galaxy and exploring the vast distances of space. So let's program these robots and send them off to go boldly where no human has gone before. Number 5. Space elevators. Space elevators are a theoretical means of transportation that can revolutionize our ability to explore and colonize the galaxy. A space elevator is essentially a long cable anchored to the ground that extends all the way into space, with a counterweight at the other end to keep the cable taut. By using this cable as a means of transportation, we could potentially transport people and materials into space much more efficiently and cost-effectively than with traditional rockets. A key advantage of space elevators is that they would require far less fuel than a traditional rocket. Rockets need to carry a large amount of fuel with them, which adds weight and complexity to the spacecraft. With a space elevator, however, we can use electric motors to climb the cable, which would require far less energy than launching a rocket into space. Space elevators could also be used to transport large amounts of material, such as building materials for space habitats or components for spacecrafts. This could make it easier and more cost-effective to establish human settlements on other planets and moons, since we could transport the necessary materials directly from Earth without the need for expensive and time-consuming rocket launches. Space elevators are a promising technology for colonizing the galaxy, so let's get ready to climb that cable and reach for the stars. Number 4. Orbital habitats. Orbital habitats are self-contained living spaces that are designed to be placed in orbit around a planet or moon. These habitats could potentially play a major role in colonizing the galaxy by providing a means of supporting human life in space over long periods of time. An advantage of orbitable habitats is that they can be designed to provide a comfortable and sustainable living environment in space. With the right technology and resources, we could create habitats that provide everything humans need to survive and thrive, including food, water, air, and gravity. Orbitable habitats could also be used as a staging area for exploration and colonization missions. By establishing a base in orbit around a planet or moon, we could use it as a launching point for surface exploration missions and eventually establishing human colonies on other worlds. They could also provide a means of protecting Earth from asteroids and other space debris. By placing habitats in strategic locations, we could potentially intercept and deflect incoming objects before they reach Earth, reducing the risk of a catastrophic impact. Overall, orbital habitats could help a vast amount in colonizing the galaxy and establishing a sustainable infrastructure in space. So let's launch those habitats and reach for the stars. Number 3. Fusion power. Fusion power is a promising technology that could potentially revolutionize our ability to explore the galaxy. Fusion involves combining atomic nuclei to release energy, and if we can harness this process effectively, we could generate virtually limitless amounts of clean energy to power our space exploration efforts. An advantage of fusion power is that it produces very little waste or pollution compared to traditional fossil fuels or even nuclear fission. This means that we could use fusion power to power spacecrafts and other equipment for long periods of time without the risk of running out of fuel or causing environmental damage. By using fusion reactors to generate power, we could provide a reliable source of energy for essential infrastructure like habitats, transportation systems, and manufacturing facilities. Fusion power could be used to fuel spacecrafts on long interstellar journeys. With enough energy, we could potentially travel to a distant star and even establish human settlements on other planets in other star systems. So let's get that fusion reactor fired up and blast off to new worlds, because with clean and limitless energy on our side, the possibilities are endless, and if we hit any bumps in the road, we'll just have to power through them. Number 2. Bioengineering. Bioengineering is a field of science that involves modifying the genetic makeup of organisms to create new traits and characteristics. This technology has the potential to play a huge role in colonizing the galaxy by helping us create organisms that can thrive in a wide range of environments. One potential application of bioengineering is to create crops and plants that can grow in the harsh environments of other planets and moons. By modifying their genetic makeup, we could create plants that are resistant to extreme temperatures, low gravity, and other environmental challenges, making it easier to grow food and support human colonization on other worlds. Bioengineering could also be used to create new organisms that can perform useful tasks in space. For example, we could create bacteria that can break down waste products into useful material, or algae that can produce oxygen and other resources needed for human survival. In addition, bioengineering could help us create new life forms that are capable of surviving and thriving in the harsh environments of space. So let's get our lab coats on and start engineering some spacefaring organisms. Number 1. Wormholes. Wormholes, also known as Einstein-Rosen bridges, are theoretical shortcuts through space-time that could potentially help us travel the vast distances in the galaxy. By using wormholes, we could potentially reach distant star systems and planets in a matter of hours or days, rather than the centuries or millennia it would take with the conventional space travel. One of the key advantages of wormholes is it could potentially help us bypass the limitations of space travel. By travelling through a wormhole, we could potentially travel faster than the speed of light and reach our destination in a fraction of the time it would take in a normal spacecraft. Wormholes could potentially be used to transport large amounts of cargo and equipment between different parts of the galaxy. This could be particularly useful for establishing new colonies and infrastructure on other worlds, as it would allow us to quickly transport the resources needed to build and support these settlements. Wormholes could potentially provide a means of communication between different parts of the galaxy by transmitting signals through a wormhole. By transmitting signals through a wormhole, we could potentially communicate with other civilizations and establish interstellar communication networks. So let's get our space manipulating machines fired up and take a quantum leap towards our interstellar dreams. Thank you all so very much for watching. If you have made it this far, you're now an official certified speculator, so cash that in whenever you need to. You can literally use it at any shop. If they refuse you, just tell them, just send them my way, and you know, we'll have some words. So if you enjoy these videos, please consider subscribing. I'm going to be making a hell of a lot more soon, so I appreciate you all so very, very much. You know, turn on those notification bells to stay up to date for the latest content. I'm sure there'll be many different subjects you'll enjoy hearing me talk about if you enjoy things like this. Thank you very much, enjoy the rest of your day, and peace out, my friends.